Okay, this one, I say this is going to be transformative, so that I don't get DMCA'd, hopefully. This is hey, from the last source you'd expect to hear me, but this is Worship Tutorials, who actually has a lot of stuff about amp modeling and stuff. I guess they have a lot of, the mega church has got a lot of money for setting up these elaborate shows, and they, in some cases, are leading the way for how we deal with certain technologies. I mean, if you use an X32 or any digital mixer for that matter, you're probably pretty familiar with a lot of these church channels because they're the ones who are, they got the money to buy all this stuff. So, in fact, Drew Brassler, who I always recommend people to watch, he's like another Arizonan. He's got churches in North Phoenix, I think, that he takes care of, but he's the expert on the X32s and stuff. So this one is, can we profile real amps with the Line 6 Helix? And I want to see how these guys are doing it. We've done a lot of shows lately on doing EQ matching and things like that. Let's see what these guys are talking about. So this is only 9 days old, so this is very timely to while we're discussing all this.
Hello, welcome to worshiptutorials.com. I'm Bradford.
Hello, friends.
Let me know if the
So, can the
volumes are
Helix
bad, so.
profile
And I'm looking at something
something of
else
that
as
nature,
well.
capture?
That is the clickbait.
That's the clickbait, but we're going to deliver on it.
Looking
We're
at
gonna
something
answer
in
that
We
Reaper,
call
question.
this legit
It's
bait.
legit bait.
about the
Yes.
SAG.
In
let's
short,
just keep going.
the answer is no, but yes.
Yeah, no, but yes.
So Line 6 has not released some new feature in the Helix.
Right. So the Helix doesn't have amp capture or modeling or whatever, and we've seen that there's some quite convincing stuff. The Revolver one is unreal. It I've still not been able to capture my bias amp properly, but you sure can with Revolver and some of the other things. In fact, one of the things I want to know right now is how to set the tube screamer. So I have it a certain way in my in bias effects, and I don't know how close it models to the Helix. I'm using the Horizon drive or Precision drive or whatever it's called, and I don't think I need all that much DSP. It eats a chunk compared to the tube screamer, I think. Let's sorry, I know I'm going off on all kinds of tangents because I'm thinking about a lot of things at once. As I you guys know, I'm kind of can be scattered that way. Let's I'm just gonna look at the ESP allocation. Helix ESP allocations from this store, benvesco.com, and he sells a lot of Helix presets and things. Sorry that I'm bouncing around here, but this is kind of important to me. So I just want to look at I think it's Horizon. Let's see. And then I have somebody who's going to be coming over to change my oil on my car, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. Okay, Horizon Precision Drive, 16% of a CPU compared to the Scream 808, which is like half that, 7.3%. Some of these other ones use like even less. Hedgehog D9, I don't know what it is. Vermin Distortion, which is a rat. I guess there's two different rats. Interesting. Legendary Drive. Wow, that uses a lot. But apparently that's just an amp, actually. Swedish Chainsaw, Boss HM2. Yeah, so you know it's half the use. But one of the things that I'm wondering about is what is the volume actually on this TS on the tube screamer? So I'm gonna turn off I'm gonna do something. I could use a sine wave for this. Let me use the I'm gonna use music for this at first. I'm gonna turn it down so it doesn't annoy everybody. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna loop something, and I want to get an idea of how much volume drop is there in the tube screamer, the way I use it in bias compared to the way I use it in the Helix. So let me get this playing. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the amp, and I'm gonna turn off the cabinet. I'm just going to turn on the tube screamer. Okay, so what am I looking at here? Is this the Oh, I just love how you can't go back to 0 on these positive grid things. This is something really they need. This is you know, you can't type in the values, no direct entry. This has always drove me nuts on this bias stuff. Okay, so I'm hitting a peak of, do this again, I think it's minus 15.8 or minus 15.9. I'm going to turn on the tube screamer. Okay, so I'm losing. Let me go up to, I'm gonna take this thing up to 0, and I'm gonna see how much I'm actually losing. So this is gonna get cranky for a second. Okay, I'm gonna stick something in here that'll give me some more volume. I'll start this at 0 so it's easy. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off all the compressor stuff. So I want to get this to 0. Okay, so I need to add, I'm just going to put 9.8. So there's 0. Shut this thing up for you. So here we are at 0. So how much am I losing through, how much am I going to lose through this? Okay, I'm going to lose 8.7 decibels through this, which should be insane, right? I mean, I'm really lowering the gain here. But when I have this thing on and I have the amp, I have all the gain I want. So what else are we listening to here? Allegedly, this distortion's all the way off. And the level's just sitting there at 0. Tones in the middle. Whereas when we look at the settings and bias, we're usually cranking this pretty hard. So let me let's take a look at what we got. So I'm gonna pull up the cartographer preset that I'm looking at. Okay, so if I do it with the tube screamer, I want to get rid of any kind of dynamic device in here. So I'm going to turn off this. So we go to the rhythm patch snapshot. I'm going to turn off the amp and turn off the distortion. There's a reverb, noise gate. I'm going to turn off the noise gate. No, I'm going to turn off this reverb too. I think everything else is zeroed out. So let's get it to this. Okay, so this is cranking. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh. Okay, 5.6. So I'm gonna up this by 5.6. 5.6. Okay, so that's our 0 point. And what did I say on the? Oh shoot, sorry. Let me pull bias back up. Let's see what this. So 8.7. If I turn it off. Interesting. It seems to have dropped a little bit of level. I'm just gonna say it's 8.6. Let's see. With the distortion settings here, you see this one is actually using some gain, and the level's at 10. So I'm gonna put it at 5, and let's just see if we get near that 8 point whatever. I hear some people say that these tube screamers don't do the tone control aspect until you have some gain, and we'll test that in a second. Let's see. So I'm gonna minus 8.6. So that's where we should be. So it's comparable, but it sounds much different, doesn't it? Okay, let's listen to that distortion characteristic. Very different. Oh, let me turn off this IR. Sorry. That might have messed things up. Hold on. Let me try this again. I want this to be at 4.9, I think. Okay, let's see what it does now. Okay, so it doesn't have as much level drop as the bias one. Let's check out tones. Why does bias sound louder if they are getting the same volume out? Let's see. Turn off the distortion. This is why it's just so hard to match this stuff up. Okay, so now they're identical. Okay, so here's distortion. Now the Helix seems to be at a higher level, and yet bias seems to be louder. Okay, minus 6.9. See, bias is quieter according to the peaks, but it's way the hell louder than the than Helix. Let me take a look at these. Let me do so. I'm gonna do a test tone from MVA. Let's look at what sort of frequency response this gives. Effects. Oh yeah, here's span right here. Okay, this is perfect. So let's take a look at what Helix does. Okay, how do I hold it? Actually, let's put this left and right. Okay, so I'm gonna put Helix on one side, bias on the other. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'll put this on this track. Okay, and let's just do we can do white noise, I guess. White noise, pink noise. Let's try pink noise real quick. I think that's supposed to go there, yeah. That's the problem. Be getting in. Going to master. It's going to track 3 and 4. So that really should be going. What's the problem here? What is the problem? All right. What? Well, this is interesting. Do I need to be in play? Nope. All right. Why is this routing not working? Oh, pre-effects. Pre-fade. Hello? Oh, okay, cool. I'll be right out there. All right, I have to go talk to my mechanic real quick, so sorry. If you want to stick around, I'm gonna leave the stream up. I'll be right back, and we'll figure this out. All right, sorry. I am talking to my mechanic. I'm going to be trying this again. I just have to call Firestone. Sorry, I got some dead air. In fact, I'm gonna